Kate, and welcome back to the Bird Artist Cottage. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm just worn out. Having a puppy is, oh my goodness, I knew it was going to be a lot of work. I did. I did not realize how much it was going to take out of me. So if it's not the insomnia, it's just the constant being on and trying to keep the puppy from eating cat poo from the neighbor's cats or anything that he finds that he wants to eat. You know, it's one thing to gnaw on sticks, but he finds all sorts of other things to gnaw on. Chair legs, mommy's toes, shoes. He's a full-fledged puppy. He's 12 weeks old today. Today is his 12-week birthday, and boy, is he a handful. Super sweet, very funny, smart, stubborn. You'll hear more about that later in the video though. So let's see, what have I got for you this week? This week I've got an opening of Happy Mail. I did a sticker trade with a local tattoo artist, and so you'll get to see the stickers that she sent to me. And then a kind of a long chat about reopening my Etsy shop. I did a break-even analysis, and so I talk about that, and as it turned out, that brought up a lot of emotion that, wow, I was really not expecting. So hang on, fasten your seat belts, kind of a bumpy ride through that part of the video. And then I've got some training video of Mr. Finch, so you can see how he's progressing, as well as some of the lessons that I'm learning from him. He's teaching me a lot, as I'm teaching him a lot. And then finally a speed drawing of vectorizing line work using Adobe iPad. Let me re-say that again. And then I've got some vectorizing line work on the iPad using Adobe Illustrator. I had not used Adobe Illustrator for the iPad and found a Skillshare class that taught me enough skills to get the line work done. And so I'm now transforming all of my sketches into vectorized line work as I'm working on the bandana design that I mentioned to you last week. So that's what you're gonna see, and I'll look forward to seeing you again in a few minutes at the end of the video. How do you like my new Wear Everywhere accessory, the puppy treat bag? If Finch is around, I wear this all the time. He is very, very food motivated, which is wonderful. So I've been doing a break-even analysis in anticipation of reopening my Etsy shop. And there was a template for numbers in the Mac. And so I just went ahead and opened that up and used that. So what the template uses is fixed costs, which is, you know, what does it cost me to have the inventory, unit price, and then it tells me, based on what I'm trying to sell the item for, how many of those I would need to sell in order to cover my cost of having ordered it. So I did this for Giclée prints, printed by Giclée Today. You may remember, I think it was a couple of episodes ago that I did the comparison between Giclée Today and Impex, and decided that Giclée Today gave me better print quality. I also did this for stickers. In the past, I have ordered from Sticker Mule, and I really, really like their quality, but they are very, very expensive. I found another company called Sticker App. I've never ordered from them, not sure how their quality is. So part of the reason I'm going through this exercise is I'm really, really paranoid about the expense of ordering inventory and not being able to make up the money back. Sorry. I'm a little sleep deprived. New puppy makes me very sleep deprived, so I'm a little raw. But then this is a hard subject for me to talk about. It's hard to talk about money. Let's see if I can calm my ass back down again. Okay. I'm gonna get a hold of myself. So part of the reason this is hard for me to talk about, and part of the reason I get so paranoid about this, is that I am, oh boy, how do I even say this? Oh, I had no idea this was gonna do this to me. So I think part of it is that nothing sold during my show. You may remember a few episodes ago, if you weren't watching then, just scroll back in the list and you'll find me talking about kind of processing my feelings after my show, which was back in the spring. None of those pieces sold, and that was really hard. And it was hard for a lot of reasons, not the least of which is that I had to fork out a fairly large sum of money in order to put frames on those pieces. And so I needed to sell some of those pieces in order to make up for that expense, and I didn't sell any. One of my pieces from the show in Portland did sell, but not enough to make up for the cost of framing again. And so, running in the red, reopening my Etsy shop feels like a good thing to do, a smart thing to do, because you don't sell anything if you don't have a shop open, right? So there's that little thing. But at the same time, there's this feeling of, and this is a long time problem for me, this feeling of not good enough, this idea that no matter what I do, I'll never be successful. And I try to dispute that thought all the time. But that is so deeply ingrained in me that it's really hard to overcome. And so doing a break-even analysis feels uncomfortable, but also like a really necessary thing to do, because then I have it down in black and white. I know, yes, if I order prints, I actually only need to sell 3 prints in order to make up for that size. Or I would need to sell 6 if I ordered both the 5x7s and the 8x10s. I need to sell 6 prints. 6 doesn't sound like a really big number. Surely I'd be able to sell that many. But the other thing that's really bugging me is I did this giveaway, and you may have heard me talk about wanting to do giveaways, and I have done some giveaways. And I did a giveaway for my newsletter subscribers. I picked 6 people, 5 to receive stickers, 1 to receive original art. And of the 6 emails I sent out, only 2 people replied to me. 2 people to receive something that I was giving away for free. And you know something? That really hurt my feelings. It really did. I shouldn't take it personally, probably. But I really did take it personally, and it really does hurt. It's painful to offer one's work, to give it away, and then have people not reply. That's hard. And so then I look at what reopening my Etsy shop and think, well, shit, what if I reopen my Etsy shop and nobody buys anything? And that feels scary. It really does. And I feel like I need to be brave, and at the same time, wow, it is really painful. Yeah, that's not fun. This is the dark side of all of this stuff for me. And it's something I'm really wrestling with. Obviously, it's still really painful. So that's where we are on that topic today. Whew. I had no idea that was going to get to me the way it did. Okay, well, moving on to something else, right? Think about happy puppy pictures. outside. Can you push a button? Outside. Good job! Okay, let's go outside. Okay, good job! You know, I'm teaching Finch a lot, but Finch is teaching me a lot too. He is not very good at taking walks yet, and at first I found that really frustrating, and it became like this big battle of the wills. And then one day I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I just can't take this anymore. And I looked at a Instagram account called Tales of Connection. I'll put the link in the description below. And they had a post about stubborn dogs, and I had been calling Finch stubborn. And as I read their post, I realized that maybe I needed to take a second look at what my dog was trying to tell me. So when we go on walks, he often just sits down on the sidewalk and does not want to move. So I started trying to pay a lot more attention to his behavior. When he's happy, his little curly, curved tail is up and erect. And when he's not quite so sure about things, that little tail kind of drifts down. So I started paying attention to just what his tail looked like and what his attitude was. And I started to wonder if maybe he couldn't see very well. He's a doodle mix, and he's got all that fur that grows over his face. So yesterday I went and got some scissors and some specially made facial hair trimming scissors for dogs, and watched lots of videos on how to do it safely. And then with a lot of peanut butter and Douglas's help, we trimmed the fur out of his face. And now he can see better. And so his attitude on walks has changed a little bit. He's still sitting, but he's not sitting for quite as long, and it's obvious that he's really looking around. So I'm not sure if he's seeing things that feel intimidating to him or just what's going on, but just Finch is teaching me to be more patient and more observant, and that's a really good thing. We're enjoying him so much, and we can see him growing so fast. He's so much bigger now than he was when we brought him home, and he's getting more and more cooperative. He's starting to learn what no means. He's obviously learning lots of useful lessons in behavior, and I'm trying to teach him how to talk using the Fluent Pet buttons. If you know Bunny the talking dog from Instagram or TikTok, you already know all about what I'm trying to do. But it looks like that dogs have a lot of cognitive ability around language that we haven't really appreciated before. And so I'm working with Finch to teach him outside first. And then as he starts using his outside button consistently, I'll start adding more words. So you'll get to watch him learn how to use his buttons as time goes on. He's a wonderful puppy, and we're really grateful to have him. I'll say for Finch is that he gets riled up, but then when you put him in his little pen, he just goes to sleep. It's wonderful. He's taking a nap. Ah, it's blissful when he takes a nap. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, I had a crying spell a couple of evenings ago. He'd had an especially rough day where he was just so rebellious and so bitey. And I thought I was going to lose my mind. And actually, was this on the 5th? I think it was on Sunday the 5th, which was my wedding anniversary. And if you have an iPhone, you know what I'm talking about. Your iPhone will present memories to you. And the memory it presented was from 2018, from a trip that Douglas and I took to Sisters, Oregon to celebrate our wedding anniversary. And there were lots of pictures of Rowdy. And so I was already feeling teary and missing Rowdy. And then this one was just a holy terror. And I was just a mess. Oh my gosh. Oh, so much crying. That's really the first time that I've had like a sobbing, crying, oh my God, have I made a terrible mistake by getting this puppy sort of fit? And then it passed, and the next day he was just a little angel. When Douglas got him up, he said he sat down and had a conversation with him and told him, Mommy wants to love you, but you need to meet her halfway. And then he was a little angel that day. So the talk must have worked. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. That really means a lot to me as I'm building this channel from the ground up, and building a YouTube channel is hard. And so any assistance that you're willing to give is greatly appreciated. And if you liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and I would love to hear back from you. Comments are certainly welcome. Thank you for stopping by. From me and Finch, we'll see you again next week. Bye now.